before rendering a final decision. But with that, the floor is yours, Jen.
Thanks, Chris. So we are looking at Antelope Trail, case number VA 210010, for a major variance to the front and west side setbacks on an RA1 property. The standard setbacks are 100 feet from the front and 25 feet from the side and rear property lines. The requested setbacks on this project are 40 foot from the front and 20 foot from the side property line. The landowners are Kyle and Thea Peters. We're joined here by Kyle. They are applying themselves, and they currently live on this 8 acres located in Academy East, filing 4. It's approximately 3.25 miles southwest of the town of Elbert. Their pre-application meeting was last December the 10th, 2020. Their formal application was submitted on January 26th of 2021. They had a single referral process running from January 26th to February 16th, 2021, and today the BOA is March 24th, 2021. So our location and surrounds is a heavily treed area southwest of the town of Elbert. You can see that L-shaped parcel in the middle. It is surrounded by an RA1 standard neighborhood and a series of ag properties. So our existing conditions, again, that 8 acres is an L shape with a maximum frontage of about 205 feet. Their building area then is constrained down to about 155 feet by 50 feet at the front entrance along Antelope Trail. It currently has a single-family residence with an attached garage and an existing septic system and leach field. Behind the existing residence, the topography starts sloping significantly and is covered in rocky outcroppings.
Hey,
so you can.
Jen, are you looking at something that we should be seeing? Because right now,
I am indeed. We'll try. Did you restart it? Well, it was working just a minute ago.
do you have dual screen at your office? There you go.
I do.
That's it. Duplicate.
It was showing it earlier. Well, you get to see all the notes. All the slides.
Display settings, see if they...
Try that. Okay. So, quick recap. Major variance to the front and west setbacks. It is an RA1 property. Standard setbacks are 100 front and 25 sides and rear. And the requested setbacks are 40 front, 20 side. Owned by Kyle and Thea. 8 acres in Academy East, filing 4 southwest of Elbert. Pre-application December 10th. Formal application January 26th. Referral process from January 26th to February 16th. And today is March 24th, and we're at the Board of Adjustments. So again, heavily treed neighborhood of Academy East, southwest of Elbert. The neighborhood is surrounded by primarily ag parcels. This is the important part. So that's that L-shaped property with the maximum frontage along Antelope Trail of about 205 feet. And their building area, you can see the existing residence, excuse me, is limited to about 155 by 50. You can see the existing residence in the top right photo. And that photo is looking up the hill to the residence. So we're moving south in the property. The two pictures on the bottom are looking at that sloping, rocky hillside. And again, we're heavily treed with mature ponderosa pine on approximately 90% of the lot. No floodplain or wetlands to be noted. They did their notice of public hearing. The mail, these are affidavits, and I apologize. The 10th of March, the mailed notifications went out. Oh, for Pete's sake. Was that the 10th of March? The 5th of March was the sign posting, and the publication was done at least 14 days in advance as well. I apologize, I did not change those dates. So our variance details. Currently, they do have the existing house with the attached garage. The garage is going to be an ADU to move parents moving to the state into, and as part of that renovation, they'd like to put a detached garage on the property as well. Because we're limited in the building space, we're looking at the setbacks to that particular west property line. So instead of 25 feet, we'd be looking at 20 feet. And on the frontage along Antelope Trail, instead of, we're gonna maximize and do no closer to the road than 40 feet. So they may actually be within that by a margin greater than the 40 feet. So a referral process was sent to Elbert County Agencies of Health and Human Services, the Assessor's Office, Building Department, and Road and Bridge. It was also sent to Elbert Fire, Consolidated Communications, MVEA, Bijou Telephone, Comcast, Acerta, TDS Telecom, and Kiowa Conservation District. We got responses from Health and Human Services, the Assessor's Office, and Building Department, all of Elbert County, and all had no objections. MVEA had no objection, but noted that if the infrastructure is damaged or needs to be moved, it will be at the expense of the landowner. And Bijou Telephone had no objection as either. So our variance criteria, according to Article 3J7 of the Elbert County zoning regulations, lists review criteria A through E. A is by reason of exceptional narrowness, shallowness, or shape of a specific piece of property, topographic conditions, or other extraordinary and exceptional situation or condition of the piece of property, the strict application of the regulations would result in peculiar and undue practical difficulties for or peculiar and unnecessary hardship on the owner of the property. The staff comment would be the lot in question is constrained by shape in its narrowness, topography, trees, and geology, so meets this criteria in a multitude of ways. B, the extraordinary and exceptional situation or condition on the property that is stated as the reason for the proposed variance is not self-imposed. These are all natural hardships, and the existing house placement was actually wisely done to maximize the building space as much as possible. C, the proposed variance complies with the purpose and intent of the standard to be varied and generally observes the spirit of the zoning regulations. And we find that the intent of the setbacks is to keep privacy and separation between uses and structures. The proposed variance encroaches 60 feet on the required 100-foot front yard setback and 5 feet on the required 25-foot west side yard setback. Considering that the greatest encroachment is towards the right-of-way, the requested variance does comply with the purpose and intent of the standard that is being requested to be varied. The proposed variance will not substantially impair the appropriate use or development of adjacent property. And we find that the proposed variance encroaches minimally 5 feet towards the west side on any adjacent properties. Letters of support from 4 neighboring owners are attached to your project documentation. And E, the proposed variance is the minimum variance that will afford relief with the least modification possible of the zoning regulations. We find the proposal is a minimum relief to be able to appropriately site a new structure while working around existing septic structures and the treed areas. So the staff recommends that the Board of Adjustments find that 1, the proposal is in general conformance with the Elbert County Comprehensive Plan. 2, the proposal meets the criteria commonly associated with variance requests. 3, the Elbert County subdivision regulations are not applicable to the application. 4, the proposal is compatible with existing and allowable land uses in the surrounding area. And 5, the proposal will not result in significant impact to the health, safety, and welfare of the residents and landowners of the surrounding area. So in consideration of the criteria set forth in the Elbert County zoning regulations, and as we understand it, that there are no objections from other governing bodies, the recommendation of Community and Development Services is that the Board of Adjustments approve the major variance for Antelope Trail Garage VA 210010 to allow for 40-foot front and 20-foot side west property line only setbacks instead of the standard 100-foot front, 25-foot side RA1 setbacks on the property located at 4344 Antelope Trail, Elbert, subject to the following conditions. And the only condition being that the applicant will be required to remove the public hearing sign within 7 days of a decision by the Board of Adjustments. And thank you very much, gentlemen. We'll turn it back over to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Jen. Do we have any questions for staff at this time? Okay, seeing none, I'd invite the applicant if you've got anything you'd like to add. Yes, if you could.
Now it shows a green light.
All righty. Yeah, if we could just get your name and address for the record, sir.
My name is Kyle Peters. I live at 4344 Antelope Trail.
Do you have anything you wanted to add to the presentation this year? It's pretty thorough.
I'm not sure I can top that fine presentation there. She pretty much covered everything that we had to say on the
Okay,
issue.
I have one question for you.
Yeah,
If approved, do you agree to take down your sign within 7 days?
I think we can manage to get that accomplished, yes.
Okay, so with that, I would accept a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve Antelope Trail Garage VA 21-0010, a major variance to the front and adjacent west setbacks for RA1 property at 4344 Antelope Trail, Elbert.
I'll second. Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve with the condition as stated. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
I wish all of our applications were this complicated.
Excellent, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And with that, I guess I would accept a motion to close this hearing of the Board of Adjustments.
I'll make a motion, we close the hearing at this time.
Second.
A motion and a second to close the hearing as Board of Adjustments. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, the hearing is closed. Having no other business on the agenda, I would accept a motion to adjourn the meeting of the Board of County Commissioners for the day.
So moved.
I'll second.
A motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. We are adjourned. Thank you.